guys, after making that first battery box that I had, I decided that it's a little heavy and bulky to be carrying around all the time, and so I decided to do another iteration of that. And this time I used one of these small Walmart ammo boxes, and it actually turned out pretty good. What I used for the power source on it, let me open it up here. Yeah. What I used for the power source on it here, there's a lot going on in here, by the way, is this little Shorai lithium iron phosphate motorcycle battery, and it's only a 5 amp hour, so this will work, but it's going to be, of course, it's going to be a limited capacity because, you know, the other batteries that I got are a little big that I've been making. The 60 amp hour, 12 volts, and they're a little heavy too. Here's my other one I got like that. So, I mean, this thing will put out, you know, 200 or 300 amps on these bus bars that I made for it out of copper pipe. But anyway, yeah, so this is just too big and heavy, and it won't fit in that box. So I decided not to use that. I used a smaller battery. And, anyhow, so a lot of this is just packaging. I stuck some wood blocks in here just as a filler for vibration. I glued a piece on top of the battery to hold it down. But what I did was I got this super bright LED light out of an old washing machine, and I mean, it is really ridiculously bright. It lights up a lot. It's like a spotlight. And then I thought, well, what if I don't want to damage my night vision? So I got a little red light that lights up red, so that way it doesn't really hurt your night vision, and it only lights up a limited area. And I got this toggle switch from some appliance. I don't even remember what it was. I tore apart. And it has the off is in the center, and it's got a left and a right that are both on. So just wired all that together. But also I put this. You can get these from. I got this at Academy. It's like in the boat electrical stuff. It's a rubberized socket, 12 volt socket, you know, for like regular car chargers and stuff to plug into. And I've got that wired to the battery. And also, I put a fuse on it here too, just to be sure. A little fuse holder and everything. But, and all this resistors and stuff, this is just to run this light off of 12 volts, because this actually runs on 3.2 volts. So I had to bring the voltage way down, and I had to use high amperage resistors, these big ceramic resistors, in order to get enough amperage to the light to run it at the proper voltage. But that's a whole nother ball of wax. But so I wanted to make it where I could run a little inverter off of this if I wanted to, you know. And so this battery, I didn't want it to run down too quick, so what I did was I got on Amazon, they sell these little ultra capacitor packs for RC cars, and I got one of those, and this is a 20 farad ultra capacitor pack down here, and it's just got a positive and a negative wire. You just hook it up in parallel with your battery, and so what that does is that is like a buffer. Whenever your load starts up, most of the amperage comes from the ultra capacitor pack at the very first second, and so that helps make the battery last a lot longer. I would recommend using those. Yeah, I got a couple of these little setups right here. They're pretty good. Got alligator clips, and it's got 2 wires comes out of it, and a pretty long piece of wire. I always put like these little ends like this here on the end for 12 volt stuff. Anyway, this works good for this box. Go ahead and hook that up. Run this inverter. This is my old oldie but a goodie. The old Vector 750 watt. I think I got this at Walmart a long time ago, and still good though. Still kicking. And this is all running on a little 5 amp hour battery, so keep that in mind too. There we go. Alright. There, that's running pretty strong. Realistically, you really can't expect 750 watts out of 5 amp hour batteries. It's asking a lot. But you could definitely do some like little lighting or whatever. You know, phone charging, backup for your communications, like your Wi-Fi router, stuff like that. You could run an inverter off of this to power all that stuff. Be no problem at all. But for lighting, you know, it'll work great. You can definitely use a smaller inverter. But yeah, it all works. I've had no trouble with this thing. I actually use this thing more for a flashlight than anything else. And all I did was, when I cut the holes in it, I used I went and got a tube of this marine silicone adhesive. And it's for boat decks. And I got that at Academy whenever I bought the cigarette lighter hookup. And I just drilled my holes out, and I put that stuff all inside there and up behind all these pieces before I put them on. And that way it's all sealed up tight. You'll have a good one.